Together we're weirder together.
Welcome to the Weirder Together mini episode, listener questioner extravaganza.
Questioner.
I don't know, that's like an inquisition. I'm going to start that again. Welcome to the Weirder Together mini episode, listener question episode. There's got to be a tidier way of saying all that, but I, for one, have not found it. Hello,
right.
I'm Ben Lee.
I'm Ione Skye.
And our question this week comes from, if you heard or saw our main episode this week, it's with special guest Meg Washington, and she actually gave us the question that we're going to answer. Ben and Ione, is there something that you've ever given away that you regret having given away?
What comes to mind right away is Nurit, one of my mom's oldest friends, had a lot of great boyfriends in the 60s lore. And she said, I regret giving, I would just give a boyfriend something that I really regret giving
like her
them.
virginity?
I think she had lost her virginity by then.
Good on her. Good, congrats, Nurit.
Yeah. So I kind of kept that, close to heart. And I don't know, I never really gave away anything that I regret.
Oh, you weren't generous with your hose.
No. What about you?
Well, you know what? In some ways, I've really enjoyed giving these things away, but also regret them. And they're like all my great T-shirts that the kids have taken and worn and lost.
For sure.
Some expensive things, I think. Like there was an old vintage Descendants T-shirt.
Where is that?
I don't know.
It's in a photo.
There was my Nirvana Big Day Out 1992 tour T-shirt.
We have
all those vintage shirts.
Photographs to remember, but it's just not the same.
Yeah, they're painful to contemplate for me. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, in general, I'm not a super attached kind of. I mean, I'm very selective with my attachment to objects, where they won't mean anything to me for a decade, and then I'll suddenly be like, "Where is that thing?"
Except that dusty bear that you won't let me donate.
Well, hang on. That's Smarty Bear. There's nothing dusty about that bear. That was a piece of high-tech technology. Elon Musk is actually modeling his Tesla robots after Smarty Bear.
And the sad story that you thought Smarty Bear would be your friend and you'd have conversations.
Yeah, well, the ads were a little bit deceiving because they made it seem like you could have these really free-roaming conversations, almost like it was the original podcast. Just two people.
Or AI.
Yeah, just shooting the shit. Exactly.
GPT.
But I got it, and when I got this, and it was expensive, and I begged my parents for it for months. And when I finally got it, all it said was basically two things, which were positively and oh, sure. And I found that sort of constricted the dialogue a little bit.
Yeah, even if it had a sort of, what are those things you shake and you ask the questions to?
Magic 8 Ball.
Magic 8 Ball. If it had a negative no and then positively, you can ask it will Susie let me kiss her? But if it's only positively and oh, sure, it's like a false paradise.
Do you think that in the conversations about consent, consulting things like Magic 8 Balls and Talking Bears is more effective than actually asking the person for consent?
Oh
is that what you're suggesting?
No, I'm just saying if you're asking the bear things will this, because you were saying you sort of were using it like a Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah, I just wanted to chat. But wait, coming back to Meg's question, surely you've given away something that you regret giving away.
I don't think so. I can't recall
piece of jewelry, piece of clothing, pair of shoes.
I mean, I've definitely with friends, they've taken things of mine and I'm sure I've taken things of theirs.
Yeah.
But with a lover, I can't.
No one said lover.
Oh, what was the question? Just
Have
anybody.
you ever given something away that you've regretted giving away?
I don't know why I thought it was, because I was talking about Nurit. I have, I'm sure a friend that I was mad at, or I've had.
Oh, art. You've given away paintings that you've
true.
later been where is that thing? I wish I could get that back.
That's true. Paintings. And also just friends, I realize how resentful I am when I'm shopping for a present for them. And I just think this person doesn't deserve this beautiful present. And then I realize I have, a lot of resentment that I haven't worked through.
When I think about all the guitars that I've owned, the reality is that they're tools. They're like cars.
Yeah.
And it's quite a natural state of affairs to sell a guitar that becomes sort of redundant as a tool and to get a new one. But part of me wishes I just accumulated the guitars and just had them all. There's something sad about there's some beautiful guitars that,
Yeah.
but you know,
well,
that's,
where do they go?
well, I'd sell them and get a
sell
new
them,
one.
sell
You know
them.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and some
Yeah.
got broken or stolen or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, I'm pretty
no
feel
regrets.
pretty good about it.
No regrets. Yeah.
I'm more the reverse. Like when my friend gave me this ring that was like another 60s lore situation. It was Stevie Nicks gave it to her and she lent it to me. And I was then I had a fight with the friend who lent me Stevie Nicks' ring. And then I sent it back to her because I was just so worried. Like, what if I lose it?
So you're more the person that people regret giving things to.
Yes.
Yeah. If you have a question for us, feel free to email us at weirdtogetherpod@gmail.com. Check out Meg Washington's new record out this week. Thank you for that question. If you didn't hear the episode, it was great. Listen back. Lots of juicy gossip about Rebel Wilson, Bluey, and why Australian music isn't horny. So, yeah, we'll speak to you soon, guys.
Thanks for asking.
Together we're weirder together.